fucking real life drama TV here on the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on YouTube. If you can dig it. It's been an eventful day. Not so much here in the studio, but just in the world in general. Not only has it been a fucking crazy ass windstorm, like trees blowing down. I had a friend email me a picture of a tree that had fallen down in her driveway where she parks her car. And if she had been home, her car would have been smashed, you know. But yeah, lots of fucking birthdays and stuff. I mentioned earlier Paul Butterfield, the death of Adam from the Beastie Boys. It's Stuart Richard Meadows of 999 and Conflict and Resistance 77, the drummer for all three of those bands. It's his birthday today. Sags from the Ruts. It's his birthday today. Which I haven't posted anything in the Warehouse group about that yet. And the Ruts are one of my favorite bands, so I should probably do that before I go to bed tonight. But most sadly, is Tony Kinman died today. For those of you who don't know Tony Kinman, he was the bass player of an old punk rock band called the Dills, with his brother Chip. And my first introduction to the Kinman brothers was the Dills performed in Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. There's a battle of the bands, and there's a punk rock band playing early in that. And it's the Dills. And when I first saw that, I remember it, and I thought, oh my God, I gotta find out, is this a real band? Like, I gotta hear more of this. And being, 11 years old or 12 years old, and being 1981 or 2, no access to anything other than your fucking school public library, and the record store, which I didn't have any money to buy records with, being my only resources at the time. I spent a good many years trying to figure out who the fuck the Dills were. And I did. And they wrote punk rock classics like Class War, which was made, DOA covered it. That's how I think most people are introduced to that song. They went on from the Dills. Sorry, this fine cut snuff is hard to talk with. Right when punk rock was kind of at its peak and things were just getting louder and faster and more tuneless and crazier, the Dills kind of called it quits and went on to help create what was known, for lack of a better term, as the cowpunk movement or the country punk movement, kind of mixing the ethos of punk rock with more traditional Americana sounds, you know what I mean? Brilliant fucking band. Both those bands. Brilliant bands. And huge bands to me throughout my entire life. And they also did some other projects I'm not so aware of, like Cowboy Nation and Blackbird, which I've heard them both. They're both amazing. It's all, everything the Kinman family has done has been amazing musically. And Chip Kinman, who's a Facebook friend of mine now, never would have thought that. He has a new project called Ford Maddox Ford, which is more of a bluesy kind of punk rock band, you know. While that genre has been explored and done, Chip's take on it is completely unique and phenomenal. So I've heard most of that record, and it's a top-notch LP. It's fantastic. Yeah, sadly, Tony, at the age of 63, he was recently got very sick with, he's had cancer, and recently went into stage 4 terminal cancer, and he decided to refuse treatment and go from the hospice to his home and be with his family, and he sadly passed away within the last 24 hours. So, much condolences to the Kinman family. The brothers Kinman have been integral in the way I look at music and the way I perform and play music, and they're just huge. One of the first influences on me musically were the Dells, and so thanks, Tony Kinman, for all the education and the music and everything. You know, the whole musical community is sad to see you go. One of the true fucking legends of American music. So to Tony Kinman. But yeah, it looks like I'm not going to reach my subscriber goal of 100 subscribers by tomorrow. But who knows? Maybe that'll happen tonight. If so, there's going to be a special video, unlike any video I've ever done on this channel before. So stay tuned for that, because it's coming up sometime. Yeah. Anyhow, that's my cheery little Friday night vlog here as I sit in the windy, torrential weather of Ontario, safe and sound within Sound Kitchen Studios here in the meth end of town of Peterborough, Ontario. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all doing good, staying free, and being you. Be well.